What's going on, everybody? It's Lights from MaddenDaily.com. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve right now, and we want to give back to you guys by doing a free offensive ebook for our YouTube community. Last night, I made a tweet on Twitter stating that we're going to be doing this, and I wanted you guys to pick which playbook that we're going to break down. And the most comments, the most votes for a playbook, believe it or not, was the Jets book. So we're going to break down a offensive ebook from the Jets. This is going to be part one. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with all of it in one video. Typical ebooks are, 20 to 30 videos. So it's not going to be that long. We're going to really focus on 3 formations. And the 3 formations are going to be all bunch sets. But they're going to be bunch sets that aren't too popular. That was one thing we wanted to make sure is whatever we break down isn't what already is known. We want to give some new stuff no matter what your skill level is so that you can learn. Alright, so single back bunch is going to be the first formation we break down. That's going to be for this video. We also want to continue with the bunch scheme by breaking out pistol bunch tight end. And then finally, gun bunch offset, which not a lot of people use. There's some really good plays in this that, when someone thinks of gun bunch, they think of gun bunch weak. They think of gun bunch strong. They think of gun bunch tight end. They don't really think of gun bunch offset, but there definitely is a lot to offer from that set. Now, the reason why I want to go with single back bunch first is there's something glitchy that we're going to show that was in the game a long time ago that they got rid of, but now it is all the way back. And the play that I'm talking about is PA end around. Believe it or not, you could actually use this, and you could also hot route only in the Jets book. Now, even though we're focusing on bunch, we do want to come out in single back tight slots, and there's a few reasons. First of all, it's the best run scheme from a 3 receiver set. The dive is one of the best inside runs. You have the pitch, which is one of the best outside runs. So coming out in single back tight slots, they have to respect the run. We're not going to use it that much, but it's worth coming out in because now they can't come out in dollar or dime or quarters or whatever they want to come out in as far as a pass blitz. They have to respect the run. So they can't just spread the D-line. They have to pinch the D-line. They have to have, pitch D and dive D. And they have to have inside pass defense because we're going to be attacking the middle. All right, we broke down this formation in the Houston Texans offensive ebook like the first month the game came out, and we're actually doing updates for this formation with Master Gamer. I already recorded the videos with him. It's not up yet, but for those that are interested in using the Jets scheme or an update on the Texans, for those that are Madden Daily members, we're going to have that up in probably a day or two after Christmas. We'll have the updated single back tight slots. Now, for this purpose of this YouTube, I don't really want to cover single back tight slots much because it is very popular. Alright, but coming out in it, not only is it a good run scheme, but the fact that it's symmetrical is going to be really helpful. Alright, to set the audibles for single back tight slots, you pretty much want the dive, the bench switch, the deep post, and then as far as HB wheel, that's all dependent on if you're going to come out in it or not. Alright, if you're going to come out in HB pitch, then you put HB wheel in your audibles. If you're going to come out in HB wheel, like Master Gamer does, you're going to put HB pitch in your audibles. Alright, for the purpose of this, I'm going to come out in HB pitch. Also, for single back bunch, I put in PA end around in my audibles, and I'm going to show you how this works. So let's come out in single back tight slots. And I'll just come out in cover 3 as an example here. I'll come out in pitch. Alright, remember they have to have run defense. They have to have dive defense. They have to have pitch defense, or else we're going to run up the middle. We're going to run to the outside, and we're forcing them to stop the run. Alright, then we audible to bunch. Bunch is the first audible to the left, and we would come out in PA end around. Now, typical PA end arounds, regardless if you audible to it or come out in it, you can't hot route it. But in the Jets book, you can. I want to shout out Della. He's a competitive Madden player. He put us onto this. The fact that PA end around, you can hot route in the Jets book only, from what we believe. So he let us know about that. He doesn't really compete anymore, but he definitely still labs. And this is something great. The fact that you can come out in tight slots, audible to PA end around, and just quickly fade B and slide protect to the right. Now you're flooding the right side. You see the quarterback gets a really good auto motion. Alright, you have the running back that's a dot that pretty much you have to have a hard flat there. And it's a really quick audible from tight slots. Literally just one receiver from the left moving to the right side. You could quick hike it. Running back should be open without hard flats. You could also take off with the quarterback and the running back will block for you. Well, both receivers will. So they have to have containment on the outside. And I love the fact that when you hike the ball, the quarterback already starts rolling out. So it's very easy to take off to the outside. Alright, so they're going to need an outside guy on to contain. And if they do, and they don't have hard flats, you dump it to the running back. if you could break out, eventually you're going to have the corner route open as well. Right here, I would have either hit the running back or took off. Now, by the way, guys, we made sure that we had 491 zones. So we updated the Jags team. So Ramsey, Boye, and the 2 safeties have over 91. Before we even did any of the passes, we needed to make sure that we could have all 91 zones. We're playing underneath coverage. Pretty much the read here is going to be the quarterback or A. And when I throw to A, I usually lowball this. All right. The most important thing that you're going to need right here is you need the fade to take the deep blue. All right. So the faster this guy is, the better. I actually like doing this on the short side when you're throwing the corner out. That way the deep blue definitely plays it. You see that he kind of was playing it. And just to make sure that the 91 zone doesn't react to this corner route, we threw a low ball pass. Now, another great thing about single back tight slots is that you could flip the play without our opponent knowing. So if we flip the play and then audible to bunch, now the bunch side is to the left side. So instead of flooding the right, we're flooding the left, and it's all off a quick hike. So they're not going to have enough time to set up. And again, with single back tight slots, it's mainly focused on the run. They're going to have to focus on stopping the run. And most of the passing schemes are to the middle. You're attacking the middle. They're not really rely too much on the sideline. With this, it is, and that's to both sides of the field. So say you thought there was a blitz to the right coming, you would flip the tight slots play, audible to bunch. Now the bunch is on the left side. All right. I didn't even mention the in route, which is going to be a good last second dot. Say we're rolling out. All right. Nothing's open. Boom. We hit the in route. And that's a dot too. That could be man coverage. It could be zone. It's pretty much your last read on the play. All right. And you don't have to just fade B. That's pretty much the easiest way because you kind of want the tight end blocked to roll out. But let's say you wanted an in route to go with the, a drag to go with the in route. You could do that as well. You just have to worry about them blitzing to the right. All right, that's the biggest thing with this, is that's why the tight end blocking is perfect. But if you notice they're only sending a 3-man rush to the defensive line, then you can start coveraging the tight end. You can start putting him on a route. Here I'm going to go with a contain. Let's see how the containment does with PA end around. See, the tight end should still be able to block him. All right, and if you see the contain break off, you dump it off to the running back quick. So PA end around, very difficult play to stop. They're really going to be forced to have containment on the outside bunch side, have coverage on that side, and that means that if we could come out and bunch and flood the opposite side, so have the bunch on the right side and flood the left, then we're really going to start cooking on offense, and PA boot slide is the perfect play for that. So coming out in tight slots, we audible to PA boot slide. Look at the routes. You see that all the routes are going to the left, even though the bunch is on the right side. So we come out and bunch, they're going to start putting extra zones to the right. They're going to maybe blitz the outside backer to contain. Meanwhile, we're actually booting to the opposite side. All right, there's several different setups for this. First one is going to be the PA post setup. PA post as in gun bunch weak, the main pro setup, something that we broke down on MaddenDaily.com. It was created by Goes Madden, who is affiliated with MaddenDaily.com, and the setup is to drag tight end, drag the slot, and motion the slot to the left. Now, typically, PA post has the C route to the left, not a comeback, but the comeback is actually going to work the same way. So if they go underneath coverage, then you have the post and the comeback route as the dots. All right, so again, the setup is drag the tight end, drag the slot receiver. You could block the running back if you want, or you could keep him on his play action block. All right, if they play over the top coverage, the drags should be wide open. This is cover 2. See, we're able to hit the drag after he passes the hook zone. All right, if they play underneath, again, the comeback and the post will be open. Now, something to note with the post route on the right side, the lower the route run, the better this is going to be. So you have someone that's 75 route run or lower, the route's going to be a little bit more curved, and 91 zones won't play it as good, especially in cover 4, which would be the best way to stop this, I guess, with 91 zones. If you have a low route runner there, then it's going to be perfect. So when I set up and come out in tight slots, I like to have my lowest route runner on the right. All right, so this is the PA post setup. I'm going to move on to the next setup. And that's going to be a quick hike setup. So if you're quick hiking PA end around, you also want to hike this pretty fast, so you're not giving off any type of tells. Fade or streak X, and then drag the tight end, and then you could block the running back if you want. If you have conductor, then you could fade X, drag RB, and hike. Right now you're flooding, doing a complete flood to the left side. All right, you have the Tight end, that's open if they don't have hard flats. If they have hard flats, that means the post is going to get open, or the crossing route. Even if they have cloud flats, you could still hit the crossing route. You just have to wait a little bit. Sometimes I'll lowball that so the 91 zone doesn't play it. But that's why I'm fading X, so that that deep zone is backing all the way up on our outside receiver. So you see Fuller with the speed is taking that deep blue down the field, leaving him very far away from the crossing route. So we lowball it, possession it, and get the first. Not to mention we do still have the post route to B. So that's, still a last read. So we're looking for the tight end and A, and then as B crosses, we're hitting him as well. And going into cover 2, I didn't really stress cover 2 against PA end around, but PA end around and the PA boot slide, we have big play possibilities. For PA end around for its cover 2 would be A, right? Because the safety has to play B. If we know it's cover 2, I'd probably streak B instead of fading him. But either way, A is going to be wide open because the cloud flat plays the running back, leaving him open. That's for PA end around. For PA boot slide, we're going to have B getting wide open unless they have a deep blue zone. If they have the deep blue zone in the middle, then A is going to be even more open, which is the crossing route. Alright, this is cover 2 zone without a deep blue in the middle. You're going to see B getting open as he breaks. So they're going to have a deep blue zone there. Even if they do, it doesn't mean that route could still be thrown. And then doing this against a deep blue zone, you can still fit it in. You probably want to low ball that pass though. So right there, the middle linebacker was in a deep blue zone, and he was kind of trailing the crossing route a little bit. But the crossing route was still open too. Even though the deep blue zone looks like he's playing it, you just throw it right there. Deep blue zone won't play it. And then as the post delays and comes to the middle, low ball that pass, possession, and the deep blues should not play that. For best results on this play, you want to be on the right hash. And then that way, the crossing route to A is going to be more open. And again, I like to low ball that pass so that the corner cannot play it. And that was against cover 3 cloud. I'll go to cover 2 clouds. Right there, the middle linebacker, the mid-read, played the crossing route, but we had a good receiver there, Hopkins, beating the man coverage, which is actually, a zone that converted to man. But that's the mid-read. So usually the mid-read is the deep blue. They usually put that guy in a deep blue. So that is what makes that crossing route even better. Is if they are going to do the meta cover 2 defense of deep bluing him, then we're going to have even more success. So right here, I'm just going to dump it off to the tight end. And again, you can block the running back. You don't have to keep him on that route. I'm just doing that as a quicker setup. Let's say they hard flat the linebacker, deep blue the middle linebacker, to try to stop the flood. Remember, we always have PA end around that we could flood to that side. So they would probably not do this coverage because they have to worry about the right side flood. But let's say they know the left side flood is coming. We're on the right hash, so we should be able to still get A open as he breaks to the left side. And again, this is against 91 zones. So we're getting the crossing route open. We have the tight end dot. We have the post getting open. And then we also could do the other setup of comeback routing X so that he could get open to the sideline. All right, so that was setup 2 for this PA boot play. Now for PA boot slide, setup 3 is going to be motioning A, and this is going to be mainly against underneath coverage. So say cover 3 underneath coverage or cover 4 underneath coverage. What we're going to do is fade X. We're going to drag the tight end, and then we're going to motion A to the left. Now with B, you could do whatever you want. You could keep him on that post. You can maybe smart route, in route him. There's a lot that you could do, but really what I want to focus on is A getting open to the left against underneath coverage. So you're going to motion him and do the same type of PA post motion, hike the ball, and you're looking pretty much drag or A. And A gets open to the sideline because the hard flat is going to play the drag. The deep blue zone is going to play the fade, leaving the crossing route open. See, the hard flat dumps down. Deep blue cannot play this. Crossing route open. Even against cloud flats, sometimes that's going to get open, especially when you're on the right hash. And that's only cloud flats to outside linebackers, so cover 4 or cover 3 with the outside linebacker right there. In a cloud flat, a lot of the times the crossing route will get over him, as you just seen. So this is cover 4 underneath coverage. Hike. You're looking drag. You're looking A on the break. And obviously, don't forget you have B as the last read. So say they are going to take away the drag, then they're going to shoot out to play A. We have B on the cut. And the lower the route run, the better it is on that play, on that route. Alright guys, so far we've covered PA end around, the fact that that is back, that is going to be a flood to the right side. And then PA boot slide is a flood to the left, which is a perfect complement within each other. Coming out in single back tight slots to have the fear of the halfback dive and pitch, because single back bunch doesn't have an inside dive. Alright, so the fact that they have to respect that first, and then when we audible to bunch, we're now flooding the outsides. It's going to be a really good complement. Single back tight slots, the fact that you could flip it symmetrical, they won't know. Just those two formations and just those two plays alone are going to be very effective, but we have more to come with single back bunch as far as the run game and pass game, to go along with also breaking down pistol bunch tight end and gun bunch offset. I don't want to overwhelm you guys. There's already a lot going on with this video with just 2 plays. Ebooks are typically pretty long. Usually it's like 20 to 30 videos, and obviously we're not going to do that for YouTube. So we are going to try to condense it, but I don't want to put it all in one video. So we're going to continue part 2, part 3, part 4, however many parts there is, right after Christmas. I'm not going to be back on YouTube tomorrow because it is Christmas, but the day after that we'll continue, and we'll try to finish it up before the New Year. So I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 so far of literally just 2 plays, and I kind of did rush this a little bit because I didn't know what playbook I was picking until this morning. Just looking at the comments, realizing Jets was, the main book that everyone was voting for. So I only really had about 2 hours to cook this up and edit it. So I am going to continue, add more to it, finish up the scheme before the New Year's. Comment below anything that you want as far as additions to the scheme, or if you have any questions for the scheme, just let us know in the comments. Please also like the video if you're enjoying this, because this could be something that maybe we do more often. Right here, this was mainly just for Christmas as far as like a gift for you guys, but I could probably continue doing this with other playbooks. Fairly familiar with mostly all the books, and there's a lot of formations and plays that aren't really broken down or used as a main offense. There's a lot of unique stuff that is kind of underrated that we can cover, not only on MaddenDaily.com, but also on our YouTube. If you do want to see more stuff like this, we do post every single day on MaddenDaily.com. Multiple videos a day, pretty much. Within the last 2 weeks, we've covered a ridiculous amount of content, so you can check that out with both our premium and film room membership. Just going on the MaddenDaily.com website and looking at recent content, you can see everything that we posted. Definitely a lot to offer, but I hope you guys enjoy your time with your family for Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you guys celebrate. I will see you guys day after Christmas. Hope you guys have a very happy holidays. Also want to give a quick shout out to Flash, who's making our thumbnails. Definitely tried to step up the thumbnail game for both our site and YouTube. I'll post his information, his YouTube and his Twitter, for those that are interested in getting thumbnails. He's very solid at a very good price, so I'll post his information in the description. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Until next time, it's Lights. Later.